Double leg is probably most widely used and popular takedowns there is. It's essentially a strategic tackle. We can use it to actually go after legs or use it to set something else up. Right now, we're start off with the actual takedown and build it from there. So you can take him down. I'll show you what it looks like. It's basically, he's gonna get to this position, he's gonna step his left leg, level change, and then drop his lead knee to the ground, and go ahead and finish it, and then step and run Jesse to the ground, all right? It is basically getting underneath Jesse's power, attacking the legs, connecting to them, and then building his base back up. One more time. Okay, good. So let's start building that from here. Our first is getting to that shot. We call it the wrestle shot or double leg shot. I'm gonna be in my stance. I'm gonna start left leg lead. We're gonna go both left and right. And I'm gonna be in a nice little neutral stance, which means I have my right leg back, left leg forward, and I take a small step forward. To take a small step forward my left leg, I think about bringing my chin over my knee, so I'm almost gonna hug my own leg. I'm saying that because I don't wanna see your chin or chest tall. Imagine tackling someone with your chest flat. You're gonna get pancaked, knocked right over. I wanna feel like I'm a spear. So I can feel nice and close to my leg. Then I'm gonna reach out my lead hand, my left leg is forward, I'm gonna reach out my lead hand and let it rest to the ground. I put my knee right next to that lead hand, okay? So now I've got my lead knee to the ground and I have a trail leg, all right? My trail leg will step up, and now I'm gonna be right leg lead. Now I'm gonna get back to solid stance again. I step my right leg forward, I level change so that my chest and chin are right over my knee. I reach out my right hand on the ground, my right knee touches, and my left leg follows up, okay? So now we're getting in the habit of lowering our level, nice and tight like a spear, and taking a shot. So your drill, we going down the line, good stance, step, level change, hand to the ground, knee, step up, other leg forward, step, level change, hand to the ground, knee touch, step up, okay? What I do not want to see, whatever this weird stuff people do sometimes, stance, step, level change, hand down. Oh, so easy. Lead knee touches, come up. Level change, hand to the ground, lead knee. Left knee's gonna touch first, Ben. No, you're right, left hand, left knee. Left hand to the ground, now put your left knee, now reach out far with your left hand, over here. There you go, correct. Level change, guys, be nice and tight to your chest. My timer, I had a timer. Oh, Josh is fucking stepping on it, dick. All right, I got that video. If you've done this drill with me before, you're now gonna add this. If not, you do not add this. 2 shots. I step, level change 1. Now 2, I'm gonna stay low, but I'm gonna turn the corner, step up. Okay, Johnny, come here really quick. The second one is like me shooting a single leg. I'm gonna go right leg forward. I level change, boom, and I ride up to a single leg. And first shot, we came in double leg, boom, back up a little bit. I leave that leg, left leg back, front forward. Now I'm coming single leg on the outside. Shoot, 1, 2, step up. Now your right leg lead. 1, 2, step up. This is not supposed to be easy at first. You feel kind of weird. Grappling is weird. Fighting is weird. You're weird. We're all weird. Especially Jesse. Jake is gonna drive Jesse down the mat. They're already getting ready, both hands behind the back, okay? So, they're gonna mirror stance. I'm gonna have Jake do this one first, okay? Where they're both left leg lead, and I want Jake to pretend that there's a string between Jesse's feet. I'm gonna set this up and you can do it. Where I might need to get a little head tap and know I'm understanding my range and put my hands behind my back. I'm gonna step on that string. Now I do not have the luxury of putting my hands to the ground, so Jesse's gonna break my fall. I lean and go forward so my shoulder touches his hip socket first, okay? I do not want to crash my knee to the ground first because I have no strength going into Jesse. When I take my shot, I have to think about the tackle. I'm going through my hips, and the act of me dropping my knee brings all my weight and gravity together. Step on that shoelace, I step on that string, level change, drive, step on my right leg. Okay, now go right leg forward, go ahead. You okay, you want to know what I'm saying? Okay. So, Drives, right leg lead. Now shoots right leg lead. Good, again. Good. Now the only thing I would add for Jake on this is making his eyes start looking up a little bit around the corner, okay? But for when you first start wrestling, let's say someone shoots a double leg and they have their head low and hanging, and kind of out here, it's very easy for me to grab him and start choking him. Guillotine choke is a common or most easiest counter to a wrestler. So, one more time. When he's shooting and coming up out of his takedown, I want him looking up and yeah, starting to peel around the corner like he's starting to kind of go that way. If you remember, can you take him down again? When Jake took him down before, it wasn't straight, he cut an angle. That's what looking up and around is. We don't want to hang our head. So reset again. You gotta make sure you step between his legs. Yeah. Okay. There, all the way to the ground. There you go. Okay. Now, see how he almost fell over? Yeah. That's what we're looking for. That's it. Just don't rush it. Too far away, Josh. Make sure you step between his. That's why. If you need to get some space, right? If I can't touch Jake's head, I can't step between his legs. Okay. Right? So I get some. Get your stance ring. I get a good hand fight touch. Now I know I can get to my space, okay? Like you want to feel like you're almost falling in. Okay, so let's have Jake finish it now. The difference is, I'm gonna walk him through it. Same thing, he gets his range by getting a head tap or hand fighting. He steps, level changes, and drives. Pause, okay. When Jake shot, his arms were now in, okay? Before I had to put him behind his back. Now the arms are nice and close to the body. We don't want to have flying arms. We'll get pancaked, crucifix, it sucks. When he gets here, Jake's aiming his hands right around John's knees. It's almost like weaving him in like a snake around John's calf, all right? He's also now gonna take his trail foot, bring it over here, okay? And then start driving up, don't do it yet. Driving up and running his feet that way. He is not lifting his opponent. He's not lifting Johnny. This arm is trapping John's ability to move, and the arm act of Jake running his feet and then lifting, not lifting, almost like shifting his hands to the right side of the body will start running Johnny down. Go ahead. Boom, 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 boom. And he falls to the ground. It is a strategic tackle. There's no strength of arms in this. You lock into your opponent and you use your feet. Again. Am I talking too much, Michaela? I'm sorry. Am I talking too much? You're like, this guy won't shut up today, I can tell. You put a microphone on him and he's fucking done. Too far away, Josh. I want to see at least a step. If you, get used to that. And I may choose to go like, let's say Max is too far away. You take his trail, one, boom. Now I'm in, okay? But we want to make sure that your lead foot is getting deep in the hole. Because what's he going to do is as I start attacking him, he's going to be going backwards. He's going to start sprawling. This is a dumbass. He's going to start sprawling, right? So I have to count for the fact he's going backwards. That deeper the better. It's almost like I'm trying to get way through here, even though it's impossible. Yeah, drive. Trail leg, run it down. Good, good. Try to build back up to your feet if you can. If that makes, so we don't end on the ground. We want to end up standing, like building height and finish the takedown. The traditional double leg, what you guys just did, very, very viable. I do find it's a little hard in the beginning to kind of pick up a lot of moving parts to it. It's very athletic in its nature. So there's kind of little cheats that we do. They're adding little trips. One we call the Kobukai Double. You're blending a little bit of judo or Japanese jiu-jitsu technique with a wrestling technique. I like this one a lot. This is one of my most successful doubles. Steps to that level change again. Drives through. Boom. Okay, now, instead of stepping up and running like we just did last time, now Johnny's right leg is a snake behind Jake's and he leans forward. He essentially traps Jake down. Then if he wants to, you can hop right over in side control. So I want to make sure we get to do that again for me. Same thing. Boom, level change. Hooks the leg and drives. And if we, other side. Good, yep. Again. So this only works because Johnny was able to get Jake like this for a brief second. If Jake started sprawling and Johnny had a shitty shot, it's not going to show up. But as soon as you get into that initial shot, this is where it shows up. Which is one of the reasons why I have you guys shoot a double-double. That's your first shot. Here comes the second one, and now you're finishing. That's the same, basically taking two shots. Again. Very nice. and hops over. Same exact thing, steps, gets his level change, shoulders drive through, and now the right leg hooks behind and leans forward. If you guys finish right there, it's great. If not, all Johnny does, stay right there, stay right there. He posts his head on the ground, locks in this side of his legs, hops up and over into side control. All right, now hop back in for a second on the other side. Jake might have grabbed his neck at this point in time. And this is where Johnny, again, hop over, put your head on the ground, Johnny. Now he undoes the guillotine choke by getting into side control. It's impossible for someone to guillotine choke you in side control or mount. They may squeeze your head really hard, but they cannot finish you. Beautiful, good job. Oh, now the left leg becomes behind his knee, leg. Try to get this part all the way around, yeah, now lean forward. Beautiful, Mike, that's it. You're a fucking ninja, look at you. Did you always want to be a ninja? I always want to be a ninja. He's gonna shoot any sort of double leg he wants, any setup he wants, and then once it hits the ground, Zach is gonna get any escape he wants, okay? At that time, Zach ended in guard, so he got to a good position, kicked off Jake's hips, back to his feet. Now Zach shoots. And then Jake, whatever, octopus escape or pushes his head back to his feet. All right, so basically a warm-up round. I want you guys going 1 from 1, shooting a basic double leg takedown, and then a person on the bottom, building up back to the feet. Give me like 15 seconds. I go, you go, I go, you go. Kind of smooth pace. Good. And when we're escaping, I want the guy on top, like Zach is, to give a little bit of pressure, make him feel a little frustrated, and finishes it. And we're trying to get that urgency once we hit the ground to build height. Just put that in your brain so much. Build height, get taller, making you, oh, very nice. Be hard to stick down. Nice setups on your shots too. That's it, good. All right, good adjustment, Mac. Josh, give me a little head tap range next time. Make you see like don't shoot blind. Same thing, Mac, get a little hand fighting in, good. Nice takedown, right up, Josh. Excellent, excellent. Grips the leg, hops all the way over to side control. Boom. When we get there now, I want Jake to give me another escape. His technical stand-up escape, pushing into the armpit, framing, getting back to his feet. Good, okay. One more time for me, please. This is fundamentals, same thing, shoots, frames, hops over right away, and Jake frames and gets back to his feet, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, let me use you, Johnny. Okay. We're gonna use an arm drag set up one nicely, but it's called Kouchi Gari. I'm gonna basically do a 1-move trip. If I arm drag, I replace my rear foot, then shoot deep through the hole and trip, okay? Right from here, I could kind of cut the angle and start tripping. Again, Johnny will then push my armpit away and start getting back to his feet. Okay, one more time on that one. I'm moving, I arm drag, make the leg through, shoot, boom, I start cutting the angle. He pushes that armpit and gets back to the feet, okay? So the inside trip, that Kouchi Gari is a very, very slick takedown. Comes off of the arm drag, and I'm using my rear foot to clear and gain a lot of distance so that my left foot or lead foot can come behind his Achilles. Does that make sense? You guys both know that one? You sure? Good talk. All right, so Jake hits 1, then Johnny hits 1. Hits the outside, pops over, Johnny escapes. Okay, now Johnny, whatever one he wants. Inside out, yep. Good. I'm glad he did that, okay? Can you come back up, please? All right, this one is very important. Johnny came in tall into Jake's hips, and it was basically brought all his energy right to Jake's power. What's happening with this one is you're attacking a knee line. My body didn't even come near the hips. It's like I trapped his foot and I brought my energy down on top of his knee, which makes him fall. Okay, so one more time. Then we're gonna go. Slide it in, level change, much, much better. Slide over, and then Jake would escape. Interesting. There you go, good timing. Right, don't let him get to your head, Jake. Good. That's it. Nice flow, Josh. That's it. Right away, Mac. Right away. Get to the head next time. Push his head away, because if you don't push his head away, he's going to get right to your head. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to go off the rear side arm drag. Lead, rear, all right? And I'm going to do similar movement, but now I'm going to take my left foot or right foot and jam the middle like I'm trying to get to his back, all right? When you think about doing arm drags, if I want to get to the back, if I go left leg, there's so much distance for me to catch up that we end up kind of just doing a spinning relationship and no one gets anywhere. If I'm able to move arms briefly to one side of the body, then jam my knee inside, I have a better chance of getting to the back or a body lock. When I'm getting a body lock, I'm looking to get my hands nice and wrapped around his waist. If I have his hands trapped, that's great. Then I'm shifting my weight, so I take out his hips, and my left leg's a hook, and a slight rotation, and I'll end up on top. All right, we call it Kosoto Gake, basically an outside trip. Arm drag, boom, boom, jam into the middle. I get those hips, trip. Very important detail of this is when I'm coming through the door, I'm getting my hips through, almost like I'm ready to shoot a double leg. But I just choose to stay in the high line, get my hands together. Maybe my head position allows me to travel to the back, all right? But that's really based on my opponent. My opponent turns his shoulder, okay? I hit an arm drag. I get such a good arm drag that leads to the back, that's great. A lot of times you start getting there, they start squaring up, and that's where we're into that body lock. Ooh, you okay?
Yeah.
You're tripping. Just fell a little bit.
Nah, I was off balance.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Questions? I fucking love that takedown. Say Jake is gonna do the takedown again. Once it hits the ground, it's live. Jake is trying to pin and control Zach and not let him get up for about 5 seconds, it's called that. And Zach is trying to get back up to his feet. All right, that's the game. Zach lets Jake take him down, then get the fuck up, okay? Jake can use any takedowns that worked, any double leg, any trip, etc., and then see if Zach can get up. If not, if Jake's able to stabilize and hold him down for a few seconds, they reset. Jake's whole time for 2 minutes. Go ahead. Live. Beautiful, no bullshit. Yeah, seriously guys, you should be impressed by that. That was a lot of chaining, a lot of movement, a lot of finding pathways out. That's the way it should look at an advanced level. They're getting ready to fight, they should look like that. You don't have to look like that at the beginning, but think about the urgency. You never saw Zach let off the gas tank. He was always trying to get back to his feet, and Jake was not giving him an inch the whole time. Like those hands, Noah. Good, good, good. I've chosen either sit guard or I've been put in the guard and I want to now wrestle up, all right? We're going to look for a very similar approach to get to our double leg or trips. So right now I am left leg lead. I'm having my left hand defensive. This is typically my stance and guard. If I'm standing up, my left leg would be just like I'm on the ground, my left leg is on the ground, all right? There are ways that I can reach out and grab with my left leg forward. My personal approach to guard wrestling is I like to have like a kickstand or like a push foot. So if I'm here and I want to wrestle Johnny, and I get my left leg behind, push, and start building my grips. When I start building my grips, I'm looking to connect that leg, lead knee, pull, and step up, and now I'm going to start driving. When I start driving, I'll be very careful with my neck right now. I start driving up, I'm going to start looking for those double legs, or I can start tripping like we did before. I grab, I snake the leg, and I start tripping off that as well, all right? So, very, very basic concepts. I'm now we get the whole huge lesson on guard wrestling. I'm not gonna do that right now. I just want you guys to play with this. Now I'm now attacking Johnny. I have left leg lead. Johnny has right leg lead. If Johnny was left leg lead, I would do something similar, but I would go for a low single. I'd hide my head in the middle, then I attack the low line for a low single. If he's got his other leg, I basically come for an outside single, maybe transferring to a double leg, maybe transferring to a single leg pickup, or maybe transferring to a leg attack. Has anybody, Aiden, you done this with me? Or Chris, you've done this with me, right? Yeah, can you show me so I don't have to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I grab.
Yeah, so yes, thank you. I'm glad you did. Either, why is he doing that? Tell him.
So I grab the inside because it's harder for him to get away. Like if I grab here, he just has to turn his knee in, and he can get out. But if I grab here, because I want to go this way anyway, if he tries to turn his knee in, obviously he can't. But if he tries to turn his knee out, he's just going to pull me with him. So
I want you to know, so Chris had his left leg forward, and he used that pull to get his left knee down on the outside like he's in a single leg shot and start building up, okay? Very nice. And you can finish the takedown from there. If he takes the S leg approach, now the S legs, he drives off it, his left knee will be in the middle, and the same thing, his right leg will come behind and start coming up again, okay? So the ending position is the same, the left leg on the outside, but how you approach it, if you build up by leaving that leg forward or you S leg, is really up to you. Does that make sense? Okay. If you guys are brand new, all you're gonna do is this. You're gonna do the exact same takedown we did earlier. Either hand, boom, build up, left leg will snake, and you finish, and you're a Kosoto Gake, okay? For you guys who have been with me for a while, you can guard wrestle any way you want and end up in that top position, and the person on the bottom just give me escape again.